Hello, hello, Lunch and Learners, and welcome to another beautiful episode, Lunch and Learn. Today's episode number 49, guys. So, Coach Bruce, Coach Ceci, thank you for being here. And you know what? Today we're studying the secrets of getting rich, the laws of the universe. And today we're going to introduce you to the law of attraction and vibration. I'm sorry, the law of vibration and attraction. We always hear the law of attraction, but we hardly ever hear anybody talking about the law of vibration. So, but today, yeah, we have a special conversation that we plan here with you guys. So, but we're gonna have our coach Bruce go first. So, Coach Bruce, welcome to the party.
Thank you, Coach Juan. Hello, Coach Cecilia.
Hello, Coach. How are you doing, Coach Juan? Coach Bruce?
I want to speak to the viewing audience for a moment. What we have here is the 6 bullet points in the secret of, or the science of getting rich. And this is in the law of vibration and attraction. So we had a little conversation like we do always before we go live. And we love these. So we're taking a look, and each one of us has something that we want to say about each one of these points. So I'm looking at point number 6, where the brain cells are where you store mental pictures or images. So, and even the little tagline at the bottom, the sound of God evolves through the law of vibration. Ignore logic and follow that gut feeling. God is speaking to you. The reason I wanted to start with that is I'm going to talk about a recent experience of somebody's passing, somebody's dying. And a friend of mine, her father, yesterday or today, this morning, we learned that her father died, and he had been ill for a while. And the immediate thought is, oh, I'm so sorry for you. But Ceci, was he 93?
Correct.
Okay. So what occurred for me was I heard that, and my brain initially went into, gee, okay, the sympathy. And then right away, my mom last September was 99 and almost 100. She was like 2 months shy of 100. My mom hadn't wanted to be alive for the past 5 years and was moaning the fact that she was still alive. And so finally, she passed last year. And for me, that was such a blessing. My mom stopped suffering, and I pictured her in heaven with my father and my aunts and uncles, and they were playing bridge like they always did when we were younger. So the foursomes were complete, and people were happy. And so, again, ignore logic and follow that gut feeling. So when I heard about a friend's father's passing, it was that immediate shift from, oh, how sad, to really, I bet you he's at peace now. And that's what Ceci spoke with our friend, and our friend was saying, like, it's okay, it was a blessing. It's like, yeah, the passing of a diseased body can really be a blessing. It's sad for those who survive. But so there was that immediate shift in my brain from the sad cells to, you know what, that person's at peace. So I just wanted to share that little episode for me.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Bruce. What about you, Coach Ceci?
I do agree with Coach Bruce, and I would like to add that when we hear that feeling, we have the power. We are the only one who have the power to change that feeling for a good feeling. And how do we do it? Switching in our brain, because the brain is the one that produces that thought. We produce the thought, and the brain is just receiving that information. And then he can do, he's like a switching station. So he does the work. He accumulates all there. And if we're gonna send that brain negative information, that's what he's gonna repeat. He has to respond, and he acts about that information. So we're in our power to think something that is good all the time. And as human beings, we're gonna receive bad information from outside, from the news, from the economy, from the friends, from the diet, whatever. And it's gonna be so it's up to us to receive that information and immediately be present to that, switch that information to something positive, like he is going to be better in a different place, like another friend could tell you well, you going to you. I mean, what's the test? I love tests. I love school. I'm a learner. So I was suffering because all the time I want to be having A's on my time. Everything is about A's. I didn't want to take a B, but I learned from my culture, my family that you just only have to be the best. And so when I learned here, I saw people copying tests. No, they not a copying. I'm sorry. They were giving you a preparation test, and they'll give you the test to study a booklet. And I said, you guys, how you guys are doing? You're gonna know. Everybody's gonna have an A because what you went through. So I learned that we receive the information and we do whatever we want with that. So people, I thought that everybody's gonna get an A. No, the attitude, they change it in the brain. The thinking that you have produce the thought, and in the thought that you have is that you're gonna be good, better than not taking a test using a guideline. But for me, was that you cheating. You're not honest. So I learned to give it up and I say, no, this is why life is about what I think. So switch my thinking and go with the flow. Go with the flow. Doing my central nervous system is gonna move in a different direction because I'm gonna govern that. And without a guideline, I'm gonna be the best student no matter what. So the law of attraction immediately goes to work and deliver my thinking. And then I'm much better now in a test and know that I'm going to be getting my A's. And if I don't get it, I'm learning here that you have too many options to pass. You go here and you get, oh, you didn't pass? No, it's my first try. It's my second try. And I say, how you guys, this is not a test. So what I'm saying, I learned that if I say, yes, it's a test, I'm going to change my thinking. Okay, I'm going to send a different information to my brain and feel good that I'm going to pass it and I'm going to have more information and more ways to survive a test and be the best student I want to be always. So help me thinking that the low vibration decrease that everything moves in nothing rest. So everything moves. If I stay in that thought that I have to be an A and I can look at any help, I cannot get any help, I'm gonna be there feeling very sad, worried all the time. And I'm gonna be nervous and I'm gonna be all the time when it's a test. And then I move and say, I wanna send a new vibration. And I send the vibration of the positive thinking. And here I am, doing good, and enjoying life.
So what I hear you saying is you're embracing the idea that the brain is a switching station, and you have a better outcome when you take control of your switching station.
Yeah, exactly. I am in charge of their thought. And we have to and create the happy images that I'm gonna have that is okay, perfect. With help or I'm gonna be doing that. So the create positive. When somebody says to you something bad, I have three opportunities to with this information that I receive. I can accept that information, or I can ignore that. Like it was like raining. That's, you say whatever. I'm not paying attention, or you can ignore, or you can reject the information or ignore it. So I'm learning that the thinking and the law of attract the vibration really has. If we apply that, we'll be the happiest people in the world.
So I'm going to suggest that we put our switching stations on rest and invite Coach Juan to speak up and share what's on your mind.
Let me turn on my switch real quick. Bloop.
Okay.
But no, I love that what you guys talking about, Coach Bruce and Coach Ceci, and it makes a lot of sense. It makes total sense. And we were doing this exercise this morning about the law of attraction and vibration and attraction. And I used to think like the first time that I was introduced about the law of attraction, I used to think like, oh man, these people are so lucky. How do they attract all these things into their life? And I started attracting certain things into my life. But what came clear to me this morning is like your thoughts are vibrations that you send out into the universe. So anytime that we want to attract good things into our life, we have to be mindful of what is it that we are thinking. what's going on inside of our little mind of ours, and that's where exactly what we're going to attract into our life. So we send those vibrations out into the universe, then the universe will stir it up and send you exactly what is it that you're looking for. It's like when you go on the internet and you type in certain, let's say you're looking for a video or a song or a mechanic or whatever you want on YouTube, you type it in there, you send it out into the universe, and the computer bring back to you like the video exactly that you're looking for. That's the same way the law of attraction works. So whatever we're in tune in, whatever is going on in our inside of our beautiful mind of ours, we send that information like, this is what I'm looking for, and that's exactly what's going to be delivered to us. That's what I learned this morning. I was like so powerful. I was like, what? You know what? When I was introduced to this stick person, I was always focused on like thoughts, ideas, and then you turn those ideas create the feeling and the results. But I was missing this part right here that like you send out those vibrations, you send out those thoughts out into the universe, then the law of attraction will bring back to you exactly what you're looking for. So thank you for inviting me.
I think the Lunch and Learn is more your creation than any of ours. Just for the viewing audience, I know I was looking for a partner, a coach who is humble and yet assertive and is out to make a difference for people. And Coach Juan was doing a 30-day challenge by himself, over the Facebook StreamYard.
Facebook group, another Facebook group.
Facebook group. And I was so impressed that every day he showed up when he said he was going to show up. He did day 2, day 3, day 4, and he was consistently excellent, but in a way that was humble and yet inviting. So I said, I like that guy and I want to align with that guy. And so I put it out into the universe. I reached out to Coach Juan. I acknowledged him for what I saw and said, gee, somehow I'd like to do something with you. I don't know if there's room, if you believe that there's an opportunity for us to work together. But it was that law of attraction, seeing somebody that I really admired and saying, I'd like to team up with you in some way, shape, or form. And that's how we created Lunch and Learn. And Coach Cecilia is my heart. So she's been my heart for 17 plus years. And I feel like I attracted her, she attracted me, and it's been a joyous ride ever since.
And the attraction that you said, for me to you, or for you to me, was that I really saw, I have a feeling, the feeling that you gave to me when I was close to you was that you feeling of honesty. And that took me all the way where I'm 17 years later, still here, because I thought that was one of the greatest quality in a human being, to be honest. And I feel that. So the feeling that I had right there was a great feeling about him. So that vibration that I received is the one that keeps me still going on and moving forward in the relationship.
Thank you, sweetie. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And everything happens because, like, right here we see number 1 is like your conscious awareness and vibration. And that's one of the things that Bob's always talking about. You have to become conscious. You have to develop your awareness of where is it that you are in life. Maybe you're stuck in a certain place right now in your life and you don't know how to get unstuck, but you have to become aware of exactly where you are in life this very moment. And that's the only way they're going to put the law of a vibration and attraction to work in your favor, but by becoming aware.
I love that. And just for the viewing audience for whom this might be your first or second, Coach Juan was referring to Bob. That's Bob Proctor. And we all really love the teachings of Bob Proctor. What occurs for me right now is we are all a little bit older than younger people, and so our brains have storehouses of memories. And we have an opportunity to coach young people. They don't have certain brain experiences, brain cells that have stored memories. So that's where I think the real benefit of having a mentor for a young person, that they find somebody who they really know, like, and trust, And then they can tap into those shared stored experiences, those stored brain cells. I remember I had a guy, and I wasn't young, I was maybe 40 something, and his sister had died. And he was friends with my parents, one of those bridge playing couples and stuff like that. But he officed downtown. I was officing downtown. We started playing racquetball together. And his sister died, but she died in New York. I'm in Chicago. And I heard that they were having a visitation at his house. And I didn't go. So the next time we were having lunch, he says, "Kid, I'm mad at you." I said, "Why?" He says, "Did you know my sister died?" I said, "I heard she died, yeah." He said, "Well, you didn't come." I said, "Frankly, I thought about it, but I thought you have all these older friends that you've had history with, and you probably want to spend time with them. I didn't want to be a distraction. I didn't want to be an imposition on people coming to help you with your grief." He said, "Let me tell you something. In the future, you do what you think is right and let the other person do what they think, you know?" And that was really wonderful advice. But I had to hear it from somebody who was older, who had been there, done that, who I knew, liked, and trusted. So I know that kids grow up today with mentoring as a real possibility. So young people, if you're watching, find somebody that you know, like, and trust, who you feel can give you good advice, especially in moments where you could go one way or the other. So that's my pressing thought right now. Who else wants to say something?
That's beautiful, Bruce. That's beautiful. I mean, that's a wonderful advice right there to the younger generation, because the only thing that's different from us, like the younger generation and us, is like their experiences that they get to experience in life. Maybe you're still in your 20s and you think you know it all. Baby, you got a long ways to go. So, and I'm saying because I'm 44, and when I was in my 20s, I thought I knew it all, but apparently there's a lot to be learned. So, thank you for those words, Bruce.
My pleasure. So know that we will be sharing, you and the viewing audience will be sharing more of Wallace Wattles, The Secret of Getting, or The Science of Getting Rich, probably as filtered through Bob Proctor. So just, if you have any interest in learning more about the science of getting rich, we invite you to come and join us. And that's what we're going to be focusing on for the next few days.
Beautiful, beautiful. I know we're a little past over our time, but thank you, coaches, for taking your time, being here on this channel, so that we can provide as much value as we can to our viewing audience. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And Ceci, I don't know if you want to add anything to that before we cut out.
Thank you for being with us, in this moment in life, and to receive and be aware of the vibration that you're receiving now. What feeling are you receiving? How are you feeling now? Learning that you are in control of the thought that come into your brain. I remember when I was a school teacher, we have a game when we play that, and the kids love it. And it was like somebody was distracted, and then everybody pointed to the brain, and then it started saying, "Who is there?" It would start, knocking at the head of the kids. And then it would say, "Who's there? Who's there?" And I'd say that and they started playing that game all the time. So instead of saying, "You're not paying attention," we were just knock at the head of the person. And the kids play that game many times. So they were present, that you gotta focus, and this is always in here, and you are in control. I love that information. I got great times in school.
Beautiful. I envy anybody who had you as their teacher, Coach Ceci. Thank you. All right, we're going to end for today because you guys got to go back to your work. And thank you for joining us for Lunch and Learn.
Thank you.
Thank you.